there's no peace. Every radical stop fucking with me. 10 toes down on our business. Every radical.
We are in the process of the Second American Revolution.
Jomo Williams, running for City Council, 7th District, Harlem. I'm talking to you in front of the Grant housing. See right behind me, Grant. I got family peeps up in here too, people affiliated with this place. I'm well deep into District 7. But I came back to let you all know that it's official. I have a lot of people telling me that they have been sending notices via text that yes, they will not receive certain benefits, EBT, SNAP benefits on the next following payment. So even though I was trying to be optimistic and somehow hoping that Congress will come to some sort of understanding to prevent this, it's to my understanding that notices are being sent out. Also, I'm seeing in the news, they're portraying it as attorney generals, a slew of them are bringing cases against the Trump administration, giving a false pretense that this is somehow a Trump administration issue. It's a partisanship, meaning Republican, Democrat issue. And it's more, if you want to get technical, it would be more on the Democrat, because as I said in my last videos, I'm gonna pull these videos back together too. I'm gonna consolidate them. Start with this one, the newest, dating back to my earliest one. They're the ones that did the no vote. Again, the Republicans have somewhere around 55 yes votes, reopen the government, and the Democrats have 45 votes. No, do not reopen the government. Plain and simple. And it's not in the executive branch, this is the Congress branch. So what they're doing is, yes, it is the executive branch, meaning the Trump branch, because you got 3 branches of government. You have judicial, you have legislative, and you have executive branch. The executive branch deals with the president, the legislative is Congress, the judicial is the Supreme Court, and you have different levels of government. You have federal, state, and local. So the executive for the local would be the mayor, the legislative would be the city council, and the courts is the judicial branch. Okay? So with that all being said, they have given it a false appearance that this is it's happening in the executive branch. The executive branch is the ones who issue the money. After they receive the funding from Congress, the approval of the money, then it's handed over to the executive branch. Then the executive branch are the ones who distribute out the money. Okay? This matter, the government shutdown, is happening in Congress, in the legislative branch. But they're suing the Trump administration because now they're trying to give the public appearance that this is the Trump administration doing this, and that this is the Republicans doing this. Don't be fooled. But I'm gonna let you exactly what's going on, because I can leave it just like that. But I'm gonna be honest about it. But this is what's happening. In Congress, something about the big beautiful bill. Democrats have some problems with it. It's really not part of the. It's not really part of the opening and closing of the government. However, they're putting it in as add-ons because this is the only time they have leverage. They have leverage to do whatever, get whatever requests in or whatever, to get whatever they could get left out of whatever deals. So they're using this as an opportunity, this opening and closing the government, the Democrats, to use it strategically to try to get extra add-ons or whatever. Things that they oppose, what they said was from the big beautiful bill, healthcare. Okay, that could have been addressed later, but they chose, since they feel they got the leverage now to force, as they refer a whole hostage or whatever, they say this is our time to do it. But again, I'm gonna close. Republicans in Congress, in the Senate House, voted somewhere around 55. You could Google it, get the exact number. To the Democrat, somewhere around 45. 60 votes are needed to open up the government. So without the Democrat having a couple to say, yes, open up the government, it would stay shut. And that's the story of who's to blame, who's not to blame. Closing out, Gilmore Williams, running for City Council, 7th District, New York, Harlem. Gilmore Williams, running for City Council, 7th District, New York. I'm talking to you from in front of the Frederick Douglass Housing. Right there. Across the street, they're having a children's soccer game for. I'm gonna take a quick look at it. You see all. It's over there. Okay. We're nearing the termination of SNAP coming up. There is probably about 3-4 days. Today is the 28th. It is scheduled to terminate November 1st. I already put a petition in, as I had told you in past videos. I implore all to sign and share. Sign and share. I was just talking to an associate of the campaign, and we was going through the anticipated events and problems that will occur after. That will be the shortage of the denial of food itself, storefronts and stores whose economy relies on themselves will have a drop in sale. And depending on how long it will go, some may even shut down. We do anticipate protests. Then it may be a little loot thereafterwards. Possibility of the protest and looting, there would have to be law enforcement. And you know, these days they've been sending in the National Guard. And also to quell the violence or whatever, protest or civil unrest. With the food shortages, this is it has the potential to be looking like a Gaza Strip. I doubt it. I hope not. I hope this whole discussion will be irrelevant and the Republicans and Democrats will come to some agreement. There will be definitely civil unrest I can see occurring somewhere. I just came from the UN, United Nations, because in anticipation, you know, there's a World Food Bank. Because the food pantries already stated publicly on the news and news outlets that they don't have the inventory, the staff, the supply, nor the support for what they foresee as a big food drought. And there's going to be a big food problem behind this snap. So when the government is the one that's causing it, because it's caused by the government shutdown, and then the alternatives for relief telling you that they don't have the supply, the staff, nor the support to satisfy the needs of aid, then it's a United Nations thing, isn't it? They are the ones to go to. So I have put an application for that sort of relief, foreseeable harm, shortages, food shortages. they are the appropriate person to apply for this. Now, because of bureaucrats, that application is still in the works. It's still in the process. They have to foresee and wait to see what's the significance amount of shortage and the events and the occurrences that's going to take place. What are your present elected official is doing for you? The Democrats and the Republicans are bumping heads, and they are not budging. You have 55 Republicans who voted for the government to be reopened. Then you have approximately about 45 or so Democrats who said not to reopen the government. And this particular SNAP issue is dependent upon if the government is going to be open or not be open. When you take on an issue, certain times it doesn't have to personally affect you. Certain people are measured on not the fight that they put in for the adversities that directly affect them per se. But those where it may have no effects on them at all, but they just see the morally wrong in it, the moral wrong in it. I'm not personally affected by the SNAP. However, I do sympathize and feel the hunger of District 7 of my peoples around here, and New York City in a whole, and nationwide. The reason why I came here, this is just one of many places that I feel will have a great adverse effect. I'm familiar with this area. My sister was a long-term resident back in the 90s until when she passed away in the 20s. I'm at 2017, 19. And I also had a residence about 8 blocks away from there. But this is just one location of many within District 7 that will feel it diversely, because there's all races that depend upon that SNAP benefit. I'm gonna close here. I implore those again to sign and share the petition. And I will also like for all to be mindful of what's about to occur with the crucial. Thank you. Go my way, going to City Council, 7th District, New York. Bye. Hello, go my way, going to City Council, District 7, Harlem. I am talking to you from in front of Keypool on Broadway or between 145th Street and 146th. The reason why I'm talking to you from here is we're about 5 days away from the SNAP termination, EBT, which will affect a lot of people. It will affect the families, the seniors, who depend upon that to put food on the table, as I stated in the early segments. And not only them, also it's going to affect the economy. These businesses who stock inventory to also, as a last leg, help bring the benefits to those who are in need of it. They have employees. They will lose sales. So they will still be affected. The employee staff will be affected. Everything will be a trickle effect. right now, we have, I say about 52 Republicans who voted for the government to be reopened. Whereas you have 43 Democrats who are still holding out and refuse to reopen the government. So as they hold out, those who depend upon it, business-wise, economically-wise, and to put food on the table, are all in limbo. Now, let me say that again. Are all in limbo. I implore you guys to sign that petition that I had presented to the public, imploring the Congress to get on one sheet of paper and get the government reopened. Because if not, we will have, I don't want to use the word chaos, but it will be issues. It will be, people will be in need. I can see this not only affecting people economically, also in other ways too. I'm gonna cut this short. Jomo Williams, running for City Council, 7th District, Harlem.
Oh, what a dumb question.
You gotta swing both to us.
Tell you what we gonna do.
People are gonna radical.
Dumb question.
Gotta swing both to us.
Dumb question.
Radical Republicans.
That is it's such a...
Both of that's evil.
Oh, what a dumb question.
They don't have no identity. No, we gotta dish them donkeys.
Shame on Shauna Brew and October too. Yeah, we gotta dish them donkeys.
Tell you what we